Good morning and welcome to Aura-Soma's Message in a Bottle. Today we have bottle number 82. It is Calypso and it's green on the top, as you can see, and orange on the bottom. We have a wonderful card that really paints the picture of what the story of this energy is with this specific bottle. And a lot of people do not like this one because obviously the colors aren't like all warm and fuzzy, but this is a really great, truthful, like getting to the core bottle. And so this can really set people off because it is a lot of healing work in this bottle, lots of healing work. And we're going to get into why that is. Now, specifically, this bottle, the Calypso, the orange and the green, what the orange usually signifies, especially in the bottom portion of the bottle, it means there has been some sort of shock and trauma in the navel center. Now, the navel, think about it, the gut area is where we hold a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt, anything that happens to us, any kind of shock, spiritually, personally, anything. We feel it in the gut, don't we? Like that's kind of where we hold it. It's where we feel it. When shit goes down, where do we feel it? It's in the gut. So this can really bring up some deep wounds and healing, some shock, some trauma. And with the green on top, that is pointing us towards our heart. So some shock and trauma in the heart area, in the feeling area. The heart is plays such a big energetic role in our lives. The magnetism of the heart is humongous. It's the biggest out of all the chakras, even our brain, the magnetism of the heart. So anything that happens specifically with the feeling side of being in the shock and trauma can close down our heart, correct? So this bottle is an opener and it helps us to step into our power. As you can see, again, we have another king on the tarot cards for Aura-Soma. And what the king signifies is stepping into your own rulership. It's owning your power and being balanced with it and coming back to yourself. And that's what the orange color really helps us do in Aura-Soma. It really helps us reclaim and bring back these fragmented pieces, specifically in the heart with this bottle, bring them back into the aura, call them back into a place of power. And that's why we have the tiger here, the hara, the gut, the navel chakra is the hara, and that's where our power is, our tiger power. Think of a tiger. If it is tamed, and which it is, you can see, you probably can't, but he's got like a chain around the throat of the tiger, signifying that this king has taken ownership of his hara, of his gut center. And in that comes the deepest wisdom and joy and power. So there's so much, it's worth going into these areas in the trauma center, in the gut, because that's where our joy is. That's how we access our joy. And that's what's going to help us specifically open our heart, is by going into these areas and reclaiming them and taming the tiger. Because we all know, I've been there many times, when we are wounded deeply, which is the shock and trauma of the orange, especially in the heart area, when we are wounded deeply and we are triggered and we don't have that tiger tamed, oh my gosh, we can totally roar, just take it out on people. It can be crazy. We can kill things, if we aren't balanced in that hara. There's so much power there. It's our creativity, our sensuality, emotions. It's an emotion center. So you can see how these two together, the green or the orange and the green, when you work with these energies, when you tune into your navel, your hara, and your heart, and you are just completely, that's all you need to be, is completely willing to see and to experience and to heal. Just be open to the healing. It won't incinerate you if you choose with intention to do it gently, carefully, and in a way that you can integrate in this moment right now, not all at once. If you want to do it all at once, you can. But this bottle helps you do this in a very soft, supported, gentle way. It brings in the harmonics of what you need to bring back those pieces which we have fragmented, so we can have an open heart. This bottle is all about joy, bringing joy and insight into our decisions, which is from the heart. That's what the green represents, is making these heartfelt decisions with joy and our power, the tiger power, the hara. There's so much there. So do not disregard the messages that you get looking at this bottle. If it's really unsettling, don't turn away from it. Be curious about that and what that means for you, and how you can tune in, go in and tune into those two centers, your heart center and your navel center. Just ask, like, what is it that it's been trying to get your attention with? Like, what is it that is hurting? What is it that you can heal by just merely bringing your attention to it and asking what its needs are? This is the way through healing. It's little tiny steps in having the presence, the conscious awareness to tune in and ask ourselves what our needs are and how we can honor them and follow through with them, because then we can show up with the deep insight, the wisdom, the power of the tiger, and an open heart, which will link us specifically with this bottle, will bring forth the synchronicities of Mother Earth. You can see he has the earth in his hand. So by connecting and bringing these into an alignment, into the harmonics, the true harmonics of these two centers, what happens is we bring forth an alignment and we connect with Mother Earth in the synchronicities that we need, that are designed for us, that are for us to have the experience we're meant to have in this lifetime, start to come to us like magnetized. So this is the power of doing the work. This is the power of going within. This is the power of connecting to your truth, your centers, and where you might be out of alignment. And out of alignment does not mean that you're wrong or you did something wrong and we have to stay in this state of alignment all the time. That is not the case. The case is to know where your center is, to know how to come back to it. We're constantly course correcting. We are always course correcting and coming back to the center. Now, because that means, what this means is we can take the pressure off of feeling like we always have to be aligned. And if we slip off, then we judge ourselves. That is not the case. And that is a sign of the orange as well, is this judgment that we can put on ourselves. Judgment blocks us from our truth. Judgment is what prevents us from, having that tiger power, but having it aligned and tamed in a way that we are the one that is controlling that, not the tiger controlling us, that big power. It's the other way around. I don't like to say control, but the one that is directing that power. We consciously choose how to direct our power, our hara, our gut center, our sensuality, our creativity, and our joy. It will unlock your heart and you will have new choices, a whole bunch of new choices, a whole bunch of new directions. You'll be able to see and you'll be able to follow your heart. It will speak to you. It's an experience that you can only really understand when you have done the work, when you start to open up, you start to feel, see, sense, and life becomes a way of resonance in harmonics. You feel it from within. It is not a head decision. It is within, internally, coming from your heart and all of your other centers, not an external floating decision. It comes from within you. And it's so beautiful to be, to choose to be a human divine being that lives their life through resonance. Resonance, it's fun. It awakens all of this life within you. And you are a living truth in motion. You're living love in motion. So this is the benefits of doing the work, my loves. So I will leave it at that. I hope this has inspired you to go within, find out what your needs are, and follow through with honoring them. It is the way through. Okay, any question, please reach out. If you're curious about Aura-Soma and how these colors can help you, how working with these bottles can help you, it truly does. It carries you and it brings those harmonics into where you're out of alignment, or those fragmented pieces, it kind of calls it forward. So it makes it easier. It's like, it's oil for the joints, so it goes smoother. That's kind of how I like to say it. Okay, and just reach out if you'd like to do that, because they're so fun and everyone loves their experience with it. All right, everyone, have a beautiful day, and I will see you later. Bye.